Hey everyone, I thought I would share some tips that I used for doing some repairs on a fairing for a 1992 Honda NSR250 SE Super Edition, as you can see. But the ears of this fairing, where the windshield sits here, and this is where the mirror is attached. These were busted into a couple pieces on both sides. And what I did, because such a nice fairing for the most part, I didn't want to lose this fairing. So what I decided to do was I decided to reinforce a skin on the back side where it wouldn't be noticeable and support all of this. So what I did was I actually used this sign material, which is a great source at any hardware store. You can get this sign material. I believe it's PVC. I was looking for ABS to match the bike. Apparently bike fairings are ABS. I thought this was ABS, but I think it's PVC. But it doesn't matter that much because I used a more universal glue. This has been a good glue, your typical plumber's glue, but as you can see, it does both PVC and ABS. So I covered my bases there. Now the real trick was just heat forming this. And as you can see, this is sign material right here all the way up on the back side of this ear. And I heat formed it with your standard heat gun, some gloves, and I clamped it as well to force it into position with, everything from your basic clothespins to paper pins to this. Just be cautious. As you can see, I did make some dents in it with the paper clips when I was using the heat. And then I just zip this out with a roto zip and file and so forth. And you can see it made a nice little skin. The paint match didn't come out well. I looked up the paint and they said it was like a Milano red, and I ordered that, and it obviously is not the right paint, but it's close enough because that's going to be on the bottom side of the fairing. The windshield goes here again. And on the outside, you can see the paint doesn't match, but this is where the mirror mounts. And I could have done a better job filling this, as you can see, but this was experimental. And now I know that I could have touched that up a little better. I've been experimenting with plastics, glue, and repairs and so forth. And this is kind of where I'm at. But this bike, as you can see, the mirror will go in that position. And very little of that will be seen. As you can see, the windshield will go on here. So I just thought I'd share that with anybody who's trying to do some work on one of these NSRs or any other bike fairing. Because the fairing being 90% perfect, I hated to lose it. They're very expensive, as you know, and all this decal work and so forth is not easy to come by, especially on these rare bikes. I hope it helps someone, and contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.